Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
J360 Radio. Hello, J360 Legion, and welcome to the J360 Mini Bites here on J360 Radio, hosted by J.M. Brady. I am your host, J.M. Brady. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, J360 Legion? What is happening? This is J-Man, of course, and indeed, I'm back on the air for a whole nother week. It's been a while, huh? Yeah. Well, hey, let me tell you some good news now. Everything's been going good. Smooth, all the upgrades that I have told you throughout this season, well, guess what? It's due time. It's happening right now, baby. Everything is going smooth. And I just gotta admit this, guys. The adventure is getting better all the time because, while it seems like a whole lot, and it is, but yeah, you're getting a better website, you're getting a premium channel, you're getting all of these things coming in, and let me tell you, it's yeah. So it's well worth the wait. Like I say, I don't like being away from you guys all the time, and usually it's something that is a grand undertaking if I am away for a while. So as I'm sitting here right now, I was just working on the site not too long ago, trying to get all this stuff incorporated in. Some codes will work for a site and then some codes won't. And then I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, okay, this'll help. But yeah, you guys are going to get a great experience running through soon enough. And to be honest with you, with the way social media is going lately, I'm gonna have to keep on doing this stuff here. Because see, here's the thing. A lot of people are caving in. A lot of people are quitting. A lot of people left. I mean, have you thought about leaving any of these principal social media networks out here? Such as Facebook and Twitter and, what's the other one that's out here floating around? Of course, a lot of people went to Mastodon and they don't seem to have no problems, but, it's one of those kind of things. What exactly are you rocking with these days, for me, myself, I still have them because of J360 Productions. I don't really have a personal one per se. I do have a personal Instagram. It is what it is with that. But it's like this, when you upload to these things, it either gets some tracking or people understand, or people don't interact with it and then it gets blocked out anyway. Or, for some reason one of your old episodes was really thought-provoking to the point where the algorithm was like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do what I need to do to stop it. And I'm like, you know what? Because now, it must have been a damn fine episode because I was getting quite a bit of traction and pull, but now I'm getting two likes and then maybe up to 4 on Instagram. But let me just tell you this, all right? For one thing, that's what any of us get from making social media the main draw. And see, the thing is, social media is such a tease sometimes. When you put that stuff up there and everything, it's supposed to help everybody's brand grow. You know what I mean? I remember a long time, a lot of us were crying about net neutrality and big business will try to go into the internet speed lanes where a lot of us get pushed over to the slow lanes and stuff and, our content won't hit as hard as it used to. I remember that being a thing and I don't think it got repealed like anything. I don't think it did, because a lot of us kept talking about, well, we want net neutrality back. But you see, a lot of people have profited off of us not having net neutrality, so that's kind of where that gridlocks. You see what I'm saying? Because if we all had that stuff, things like Comcast was scared of us being more competitive than we need to be. But you see, when that got implemented and it got, repealed from us, let's just say that, they sleep better at night. They sleep better at night than anything. A lot of these streaming networks do. A lot of these major corporations do. But, like I say, fighting against mainstream America and its stupidity sometimes, or mainstream media and its stupidity sometimes, is always the nature of the beast, at least around here. And not to mention, having to do upgrades, updates, and stuff like that. I don't have a problem going ahead and working on my work in addition to working on somebody else's work to help them get where they need to be at. Because things are not in their final form yet around here. Like, you know, we have to always keep updating like anybody else does. Otherwise, if you don't update, you're either out of business or you're out of touch. See what I'm saying? So that's the unfortunate side of it. And the sad part is it's like, you know, you got to work on your mobile app. You got to work on all these other things. Like when I initially wanted to be in media, I wanted to work in front of the camera, behind the camera, and do editing. Now I do it all. You know what I mean? And it's just like, it blows me away sometimes, but it's like, yeah, you have to wear many hats to get things done, you know? So it's not always like a problem to do that. It's just like, oh boy, what are we handling today? You know, that's what it kind of is like all the time. And you just got to face it as you love it and enjoy it. And, you know, it's just like I see a lot of people are sitting there saying, man, I should quit. Man, I should give this whole thing up. Man, I shouldn't even be trying anymore. Yeah, it's a little bit of this. I see people making content like that, and I just think, wow, that is so stupid. I mean, in the end, it's in versus hell and the way people go about all that stuff, but let me get this straight. See, because a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, maybe a couple of days ago, I took the time to really look at the resources and what I paid for and what I created. And I've done a lot of creative material, but I had to also buy certain materials for the creativity. You know, whether it be software that you're probably in a yearly subscription for, because damn if you own anything in the digital age anymore. But yeah, you know, things that you have rented and things that you, we'll get into that later. But what I'm saying is there are things like such as Adobe, you know what I mean? That's the crown jewel. But you know, the thing is you pay a yearly subscription for Adobe. Then there might be a software program that you use that is a lot faster, more responsive than Adobe, and you actually own it. Chances are you're not going to have Adobe anymore because you don't need to look that direction. Whereas the other software you're looking at, you own it. You get free upgrades for life, and you're like, hey, shit, why go anywhere else? You know what I mean? Like, I have a program like that, you know, because HitFilm is getting better all the time. I just wish, like, it had actual markers in it. It probably would give Adobe a run for its money. You see what I'm saying? In my perspective, anyway. Because you can actually own it. But, like, you know, like, I got rid of one of these things that was supposed to help push the podcast is because, you know, I already do my own thing. So it's like, I don't need to pay for that no more. So cut that loose. What I'm saying is just pay attention to what the hell you invest in, what you're paying for, you know, so that at the end of the day, it doesn't screw you over in the end. You know, make sure, like, you stay green. You have to downsize a few things and all that stuff. That's the whole point of the beast. You know, you have to know how to deal with it, and then you're going to have to know how to manage it. That way so you can own it. You know what I'm saying? And then in addition to what you owe the government, because, hey, you got to talk to the government as you're building a brand. So it's like, yeah, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. You know what I mean? These are things that you have to pay attention to. I mean, I know that there's some people out there that are the face of things, but they don't know anything either. And you can kind of tell. You just look at them, you're like, wow, who the hell am I talking to then? Well, don't waste my time. See, because I always have something to do. But, you know, the party around here is that, guess what? The fact that I go away for a little bit, work on this stuff, come back, remember that we don't have certain things anymore because we don't need it. And some of that stuff can also include outside validation. You know? Like, I'd rather go ahead and work on the core things that J360 Production needs, and then at this part of the totem pole there, social media is usually at the bottom. You know what I mean? Because everything else is important right now. And then the outreach to you guys, which is what social media is, that's important too. But at the same time, I got to find a new way to do things. You know what I mean? Because the way things were and how we all got roped into convenience, like even the Facebook pages. Like, remember, like, you know, some people were like, "Oh, you got a Facebook page? You got a Facebook page? Oh my God!" Even that's not really relevant like it should be. You know, because, like, you're hoping that people will come in and find that and, you know, subscribe to it while the website is still being worked on and everything. I have one. That's why I always look to you guys say, hey, go to facebook.com/J360 Productions to stay in step with us while the website's being built. You know what I mean? And, you know, some of y'all have done it, and then quite a lot of y'all have not because, well, I mean, Facebook probably rubbed y'all the wrong way, so you don't even want to be there no more. Or, like, your own Facebook pages haven't been catching like they should, so, you know, you don't deal with them anymore. And then, like, there's the whole concept of AI, and then people just quitting left and right. It's just, it's hard. It really is. But that's why I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and roll out these ideas and roll out these plans I have for you all. So it's going to be a bit of an adjustment, but it needs to be done. And then, like, just take a long look around you, for instance. Why are people so friggin' miserable left and right, you know? And I always say this, like, don't be afraid of AI and don't be afraid of people out here that are seemingly trying to get into the business a lot quicker than you do with gimmicks and all that kind of stuff like AI and everything else. See, us real artists out here, we don't need to worry about AI and stuff because AI is more or less like a new toy. And once people get done with that new toy or they get caught in some controversy, among other controversy there is, but, you know, get caught in some bullshit, they ain't gonna fool with it no more. You know what I mean? Or when, like, the latest stuff comes in. Like I said, there's always technology being developed one way or another, but we gotta change, we gotta move with it, and just don't use it. I'm not using AI to create any of the work here in J360 Productions. I would use it for customer service at best if I didn't have somebody to do that job, but, you know, that'd be the only thing. It doesn't need to do anything else. You know? Like, actively taking the time to write, draw, put all this stuff together. I've been so used to that. That's never gonna change. You know? I don't give a damn how convenient it is. And by the way, be mindful of people that trade freedoms for convenience. Because that is an idea of what the next J-Man episode is going to be. We got a lot to talk about. And that I can't even fill into this mini bites right now. But like I said, the updates have been happening and they're going into action right now. I'm not worried about social media. I'm more or less like real concerned about like other ways to market this stuff towards you. So if anybody have any suggestions and all, you know, bring them out, but make sure they're really suggestions, okay? And, you know, like, as we dive into more things, like, yeah, I'm not turning my back on YouTube. I'm not turning my back on, like, certain things. Like I said, I have the ability to use these things. We're going to friggin' use them, all right? Party mode is back, okay? And then not to mention, J360 Jams TV is happening again. It's going to happen this week. But let me roll out the whole schedule for you all. Okay, so you got the mini bites happening right now. You got the J-Man show happening tomorrow. You got the J360 Power Play happening on Thursday. And then you have J360 Jams TV 7 happening on Friday. Oh, and speaking of which, about the Power Play is always 3 hours earlier than other shows. So that's at 7 p.m. on twitch.tv/J360TV. And also tune into Twitch for J360 Jams TV 7, okay? And that's at 10. You know what I mean? Yep, so we all can have ourselves a good time sitting back and enjoying, like, the live streams and everything. I'm looking forward to this, you know? So, yeah, this is going to be great. By the way, those of you that want to be on J360 Jams TV, yes. You can still submit videos. I mean, I don't have a problem with anybody submitting videos for that project, okay? And you can get into J360 Jams simply by, you know, all you need is one video. And then, like, people who are wondering about classic jams, the traditional jams, yeah, that's happening next week, and that's episode 81. That'll be the only spoiler I'm giving you. And by the way, it's the holiday season, so I hope you're all taking care of yourselves and just enjoying this time. I know uncertainty's around us, but let us enjoy this last month of 2023 so we can get where we need to be at. All right? But until then, though, I'm back, and it's good to be here with you all. And you know what? Like I said, things are worth the wait. So let's go ahead and get on out of here until, like, next week. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Get on out of here until tomorrow. I'll see y'all then, all right? This is J-Man signing off. Peace.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.